Report out there claims PlayStation 6 chip choice will help with backwards compatibility. So all the PS4 niggas out there, I know you guys don't plan on buying a PS5 because you just love being unemployed. I'm not talking to the people that, you know, refuse to upgrade. I'm talking about the ones that refuse to upgrade, but they have money. I'm talking about the ones that for some reason you just can't. Just refuse to get a job. And demand every game comes to the PS4. I got some great news for you. When the PlayStation 6 comes out, there is a chance you'll be able to play your PS4 games on the PlayStation 6. It's most likely for PS5, but for the sake of the joke, I'm going to say that. Sony has chosen the chip manufacturer for the PS6, and it's AMD. According to a new report by Reuters, concerns around backwards compatibility with the PS5 were apparently one of the factors in the decision-making process. Oh, I'm sorry. This is why we read the articles. It's not going to be for PS4, guys. But hey, when the PlayStation 6 comes out, at least you'll be able to play PS5 games. We know you guys like to be 2 steps behind. Reuters reports via VGC that an intense bidding process for the PlayStation 6 contract was underway in 2022, with AMD eventually beating out competitors like Intel and Broadcom. One of the issues at play was apparently the profit margins that Intel wanted on each unit sold. Another thing that seemingly helped put AMD over the top was the fact that the sticking with the chip maker would help limit potential issues around backwards compatibility for next-gen issues. Translation, Intel wanted too big of a cut out of the PlayStation 6 profits, so they went with AMD. So if you got stocks in AMD, you might want to hold on to them. This is not financial advice. This is not financial advice. Usually Xbox and PlayStation go with AMD chips for their platforms, but those AMD stocks have been doing good, and they might do even better as the PS6 comes out. AMD designed the CPU and GPU for both PS4 and PS5. In addition to the existing relationship, the continuation in manufacturing processes was less likely part of why the transition between the 2 console generations was so smooth, with the PS5 owners gaining access to thousands of games from older consoles as soon as it launched. A similar transition for the PlayStation 6 would ensure 3 generations of games and player libraries potentially all available on... Oh, wait. PS4. Y'all couldn't find a reason to upgrade? You still might not have a reason to upgrade. Because if the PlayStation 6 is compatible with PS4 games like this article is stating, there's a chance that when the PlayStation 6 comes out, we'll get PS5 and 4 versions. So your TI-83 that you're still gaming on is going to become a TI-82. But as long as that's cool with you, it's cool with me. I don't know why the graphics won't improve. Because you won't upgrade. Now we're all poor. You know what's funny about the PS4? Like, half of it is me joking. But being serious shit. The funniest thing about the PS4 comments, god damn it. And I'm strictly speaking to the comment section on Hokage Highlights, the YouTube channel that I upload to. And what I'm about to say, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. The funny thing about the PS4 comments is I explain it time and time again why PS5 graphics are not better, significantly better than the PS4. And in the comment section, it's still a bunch of people saying, I don't see a reason to update. There's no reason to update because you won't update. It's called a vicious cycle. Console parity. You are forcing these developers' hands, which, by the way, also stifles creativity. If you have this platform that has extra computing power, but there's a portion of your audience, a very large portion of the audience that refuses to upgrade, the developer then can't take advantage of the extra computing power because they also have to make sales. So then they have to make a last gen version. So I'm going to call it right here. If this is true, that PS4 games will also run on the PlayStation 6, and you niggas are still demanding PS4 games by the time the PS6 comes out, do not be surprised if we don't see some insane graphical jump or at bare minimum performance jump. Don't be surprised if we still are getting 1080p 30 because the developers can't take advantage of the hardware. I don't understand how many times I have to explain this to y'all. It's a vicious cycle. Get a job. People on Steam still complaining about losing 7 support. Oof, Windows 7 support. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? They're literally holding gaming back, which is a very unique thing. This was not a thing that it used to exist. This is one of the byproducts of gaming going mainstream. When the N64 went to the GameCube, we bought it. Oh, Luigi's Mansion looks so much better. Like, imagine, we might have never got Luigi's Mansion if niggas refused to upgrade from the N64 to the GameCube. Could you imagine Luigi's Mansion with the fucking Super Mario 64 engine? When the PS3 came out, we put our PS2s in the closet. Fortnite came out, niggas lost their mind. I'm not upgrading. Fuck that shit, bro. Fuck that shit. Get a job. Get a fucking job. Now they still holding on to that damn PS4. And I'm gonna keep slandering. I'm gonna keep making jokes. As long as the 4 runs Warzone, I'm good. See? There it is in the comment section right there in the chat. I don't care. As long as I can play Warzone. Imagine what would have happened if Smash Bros. Niggas refused to upgrade. I'm saying. So here's, you know what's funny too? So as cars become more technologically advanced, I wonder if this mindset is going to be adopted into the car space, right? Like there's certain features, if you want it on your Tesla, right? You have to have a certain year because the CPU and the GPU inside of the Tesla might not be able to run that update. Like I got an update on my car today. Because my car is a newer model, I'm able to download that update. I wonder when we get to that point where like every car is technologically advanced, because every brand is implementing more tech into their car. Are people gonna start complaining that they're not getting updates on their car? Like, nigga, you're driving a 2002 Honda Civic. Great, it gets you from work from point A to B, but you're not getting an update, dude. It doesn't have any RAM. Like, what are we talking about, bruh? What the fuck are we talking about? Yo, shout out to Monstars with the sub. Yes, they are. What the fuck are we? Why can't, man, I see the article. Nigga was playing The Witcher 3 on his Tesla. Why can't I play The Witcher 3 on my Toyota Camry? Yeah. I wonder why. I wonder fucking why. Shit is getting weird, man. You niggas is holding tech back, man. You holding tech back. We want to see that shit advance. The iPhone-ication of every goddamn thing. People still right, just like World War against PS4 niggas, World War PS4 niggas, man. And other news I got for y'all. Battlefield. The other day it leaked that Battlefield is going back to a more modern setting. Ahead of its investor day, September 17th, EA revealed fresh details on its untitled Battlefield game alongside its first official concept art with IGN exclusively, which IGN can exclusively reveal for the first time. IGN can also confirm that Battlefield will be returning to the modern setting after stints in World War I and II in the near future. While EA is cagey about specifics when it comes to concept art, including declining the name of the city where it's set, it does include details that should stand out to longtime fans of the series. Among other things, it appears to suggest that the ship-to-ship and helicopter combat will be part of the new game, and that will feature natural disasters. Yeah, we know. It's gonna have Levolution. We have some more details right here too. But before we get into the details, I actually really pray that this new Battlefield comes to PS4. Do you guys remember Battlefield 3 on PC? Or was it 4? Was it Battlefield 4 on... Was it Battlefield 4 or 3 on console? That shit was awful. Battlefield 4, Xbox One. It was Battlefield 3? That shit looked like a damn Nintendo 64 game. Gameplay. It was both. That's from 13 years ago. Can't even find no fucking gameplay of this shit, man. Yo, shout out to Nice with the sub. Man, I wish I could find some fucking game. I remember that it was for, I remember that shit looked terrible. Battlefield 4 PS3. Was it on PS3? Is this it? Hold up. Let me go on this shit. Look at this shit, bro. Go into the gameplay. Right here. You see how ashy this shit is? Is this an HD? It is 720p. This is what, when the new Battlefield comes out on PS4, this is what it's gonna look like. Can we get some more vibrant colors? Here we go. This is what it's gonna look like. Look how grainy it is. 720p cool with me. That was the Netflix in the 720p. It was a brown era. You see how you can barely see anything? You just see the colors. 720p on Xbox. Damn, this is what the 4 looked like. It looked great. It looked great at that time. Well, no, because even at this time, because in comparison to PC, it didn't look good. Look how grainy this shit is. You can barely see this. This is mobile. This is what it's going to look like. The new Battlefield on the PS4. Get a job. Euromechi, shout out to Euromechi with the sub. So Insider Gaming published an article following up the other one about the reveal of the new Battlefield, and they have exclusive new details. I don't know if this is different, but I saved the article. So what's new? Following our original report and recent confirmation of the details, we wanted to dive into some of the nitty-gritty details. Yeah. To start, let's focus on the core of the game. Insider Gaming understands that the game will take place somewhere between 2027 and 2030. With the campaign focused on a massive private military going up against NATO. The game will be set in various locations worldwide, including, I don't know how to pronounce that, Gibraltar, and the USA, which also believes to be the setting of the Battle Royale experience. No BR, please. Please. But let's cut to the chase and talk multiplayer. The aim is currently for 45 different weapons on launch, double that of what Battlefield 2042's core multiplayer experience launched with. In addition, the goal is for around 10 multiplayer maps, putting it in line with the likes of Battlefield 1, 3, and 4. I remember when Hardline had like 40 weapons and people were mad. Now that's a good thing. You see how like gamers don't know what the fuck they want? They just be yapping. That's why y'all play the first depressant. Yo, shout out to Jordan with the sub. Appreciate it. The game will also see a significant overhaul to its destruction, and while I couldn't verify if this means the return of Levolution, over half a dozen of sources mentioned that the game would have caliber-based destruction, akin to Rainbow Six Siege, with different calibers causing different amounts of destruction. It's also understood that the game will see some changes to movement, with one example given by multiple sources, the ability to pick up and move downed players. While this has almost certainly been incorporated for the Battle Royale experience, it's been implied that this is all changes as a part of the team's Battlefield Moments initiative to bring back the moments that made Battlefield well. Battlefield. I've been told the team is currently weighing up the name of the game. Over the past year or so, the team has been carrying out mass surveys with participants voting on which game the name they prefer, Battlefield or Battlefield 6. So fingers crossed, we might not have to wait long until the official announcement. I got a suggestion. Hear me out, EA. Whatever it is, how about y'all just launch a Battlefield that works? Let's start there, because I didn't see nothing in this article about a promise that this will be optimized. Now, this has been a fucking problem since like Battlefield 3. When that had that first major jump on PC, Battlefield 4 was, I remember I got about 100,000 blue screens on my PC. Awful. And then we had to run Skype in the background, because that was before Discord, eating up all the resources. Launch issues, and yeah, since Battlefield 3. So that's what would get me excited. Let's get a new, unique space, some cool mechanics, and say, we guarantee we're not gonna launch this game unless it works on your PC and console. That's what I want to see. I just want it to be playable. I don't want to boot it up and you turn my PC into a PS4. A weapon of mass destruction. Because for those of you unaware, George Bush was ahead of his time. When George Bush said that he was looking for the weapons of mass destruction in the Middle East, it wasn't in the Middle East. It came from Japan. It was the PlayStation 4. He just didn't know. He was getting visions from the future like Bardock. George Bush Jr. was Bardock. He was getting visions, but like Bardock, he didn't understand that the PlayStation 4 death bomb from fucking Frieza was coming from Japan. Get a job. In other good news, Star Wars Jedi series. The Star Wars Jedi series. The game will officially be in its final chapter. I just wanted to share this news and say, that's what we like to hear. Why am I clapping? Why am I excited? Respawn has confirmed this will be a trilogy. One of my favorite games of last year. It was unoptimized, but it was still one of my favorite games. They're going to drop one more to conclude the story, and we're moving on. One of the reasons why this era is not the best, it could be better, is because PS4 niggas refuse to get a job, but also Developers are greasy. They're not developers. These studios and these publishers are greedy. They want to appease these PS4 niggas. And they keep making sequels upon sequels upon sequels because they're scared to take risk. And part of the reason they're scared to take risks is because people are scared of trying something new, which I understand. Games are $70. You don't know what's good, what's bad. That's why you come to Papa Hokage. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I can't be bought. I'll tell you what I genuinely like. Y'all gotta start tapping in with the proper people. Y'all complain about IGN, but you won't come watch me. Not every game is $70. Yeah, but most are. Don't be a well, actually, not every game is $70. Astrobot is only $60. Don't be that guy. Most are. Most are. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here, okay? I'm trying to play devil's advocate. Most games are $70, so I understand. So I always am going to advise, be a more informed consumer. And how many times do you need to get fucked over before you start doing research? And also, we're talking about video games. Do y'all do this in your real life? Matter of fact, we know you do it in your real life. That's why you go to your local dealership with a 400 credit score trying to get a Scat Pack, trying to get a Hellcat. Yeah, you left the lot with a Hellcat and $1,000 a month bill. Financial literacy. So this makes me happy to know that they're going to conclude it and move on. And I hope that more studios adopt this trend. This is one of my favorite trends. I feel like the last time they did this was the PS3, Xbox 360 era, when you would create a game. If it was successful, you make 2 more sequels, conclude the story, move on. If it wasn't successful, you let it be. You move on to another new IP. Let's get back to that. That's one of the reasons why we're not getting as many unique experiences, because people refuse to try them, which fucks with the sales, blah, 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 blah. Hopefully it ends on a fire story. Hopefully it does. I thought the ending of the last one was fire. I am genuinely curious of how they're going to end this game, because it's so many. If you haven't played it, first of all, the way it ends is fire. And there's so many implications at the end of the story. I'm like, how is this going to work within the original trilogy? I'll be impressed if Respawn manages to pull this off without fucking up the story. Because if there's one piece of new Star Wars media that's fire, this is it. Cough, cough, Assassin's Creed, you know it. Anyways, what else we got? Oh, other Star Wars news. Remember when Star Wars was fun? So does Donald Glover, and he's hoping with his Lando film, which I forgot was coming out, will bring back fun to the galaxy. Donald Glover, the actor behind Lando Lillian in Solo Star Story, is hoping you can put some fun back in the sci-fi series. With the way people talk about Star Wars, it's easy to forget the original is just kind of silly trio of films with big explosion, nonsensical plot twists, and tiny green puppet men giving surprisingly sage advice. This is true. There's plenty of room in this universe for some serious moments too, but it seems like a baseline feeling of fun is more reversed for the games these days, with shows like The Mandalorian and The Acolyte leaning more towards the dramatic most of the time. And it seems like actor Donald Glover, also known for his music under his Childish Gambino name, is hoping his upcoming Lando film will bring back fun to Star Wars. I just wanted to be fun, Glover told the Wall Street Journal in a recent video interview. As Star Wars fans myself, I think it's important that there needs to be more fun to be had. He went on to say that it's very hard to have fun right now. It's tough because there are very serious things happening. Those are the only things that connect us, weirdly, so I get why things are serious. But part of the human experience, I believe, is we have a responsibility to have an enjoyment and just feel like we're lacking in that apartment. Star Wars, I love it, but sometimes it's super serious. Sometimes it'd be like way too serious, and everything that has to do with the Skywalker is so serious, blah, blah, blah. We get it. I like the idea of having more fun with it. Donald Glover and Childish Gambino are the same person? I didn't know. Holy shit. They're going to call it woke. I'll tell you this. I like the idea of making it more fun. I kind of agree with what he's saying. Some stuff has gotten too serious. On the flip side, too, what I will say, though, if I could tell Disney right now, one tip I'm going to give you about this Lando movie is just make it an insular story. There doesn't need to be any type of crazy implications on the Star Wars universe when you make this. And what I mean is, if you remember, and if my memory serves you correctly, in the original series, Lando says he betrayed the rebellion because Darth Vader arrived before Han did in the gang. Please do not fuck with that. If you do, you're going to give don't change it to where it's like some storyline. I don't know. where he was just doing some stupid shit and he's like, I'm gonna betray them. Like, just keep it faith to the original shit. Just make it some insular story about how he became who he is, okay? If you change it and they risk that shit, you're gonna give the go woke, go broke people so much ammo, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna give it to them. Yeah, please stick to the lore. That's what I'm trying to say. Please stick to the lore. Just make it a fun movie. You already know it's gonna somehow tie into the rebellion in some way or form, just like Solo did. But as long as it sticks to the lore, that's all that matters. I'm just saying, don't change that reason, because you're gonna give people a reason to hate the movie. That's all. And we see the blacks. It's too woke. It's too woke. Not my Lando. And then last but not least for this batch of articles, what up, Siggy? I see you in the chat. Plucky Spire. We recorded a podcast this past weekend, and Watts kept bringing this game up. She wanted to play it. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And then I seen some reviews come out, and I watched some footage. I was like, oh, I remember this game. I just didn't remember the name of it. Reviews came out. It's getting rave reviews. Currently, it's sitting at an 86 overall. Average, some 10s, some 9s, some 8s. It's a 2D and 3D platformer. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw some footage of it, and I was like, fuck, man. I kind of want to play this game, man. Let me see if I can see. Plucky Spire launch trailer. It looks really creative. Siggy's about to hate this game. Now, Siggy secretly loves Astrobot. If you've been in his streams, you see he's been playing it. He shit on that game for a week straight, but he turned in a Wessel Rest book. He been playing it. He wouldn't answer the question if he liked it or not. It's okay. We know the answer. Year of the Eights. It's on all platforms. I think so. I don't know. But here's the launch trailer if you've never seen this game. It looks hella creative.
Welcome to the land of Mojo, a world of creativity. Let's have a look around, shall we? Our first stop is
It's free on
Inkwood,
PSN?
where
Is that
our
true?
wizard friend Moonbeard hits the turntables, as only a wizard can. On to Tome Tower, where the villainous sorcerer Humgrump is causing a spot of
It
mischief
is? Oh,
for
shit.
our plucky hero, Jot.
Wait, is it free for all PS Plus users or like the premium ones? Man, what a gameplay.
The Sonnet
Oh, it's
Swamps is where the pesky, punky bugs. At Honey Peak, the honey badger won't be giving up a drop of honey without a fight.
Gameplay.
Watch out,
I
Jot.
thought is there no gameplay in the launch trailer?
Boogie Beach is usually a relaxed.
Bro, there's no gameplay. I thought it was. My fault. Let's see if they got a gameplay trailer. That's not selling the game. That's mad extra. Oh, game overview trailer. Here we go. Plucky Yarn. Hopefully this is it. Toy Story? It's bright and fun.
Developed by All Possible Futures, The Plucky Squire is a lighthearted single-player action-adventure where the limits of reality take on a whole new dimension. Set within the storybook land of Mojo, you play as Jot, the eponymous Plucky Squire and hero of the realm tasked with vanquishing the villainous Humgrump. Quest page by page across Mojo, battling baddies, solving puzzles, and engaging in mini-games. But when Humgrump casts Jot out of the book and onto the desk, things get real. Turn Humgrump's plan against him by jumping from world to world, utilizing tools from one to solve problems in the other. With a wide variety of gameplay styles and a charming cast of colorful characters, the Plucky Squire will take most players between 8 to 10 hours to
creativity.
complete. The game features
Real
two difficulty
gaming
modes alongside a variety of difficulty assist options. The Plucky Squire is available September 17th, 2024.
All right, so we have the platforms. It's available on Xbox Series, PS5, Nintendo Switch. Oh, PC? No PS4. Sorry, guys. This is the part in youtube.com/Hokage highlights where somebody leaves a comment. I don't know, bro. I feel like my PS4 can run it. These be the same niggas in the comment section of Red Pill videos, just bashing women, talking about, I'm not gonna listen to her because she said, I feel, dumb bitch. You niggas be on the internet talking about, I feel my PS4 can run. Get a job. Anyways, PS4 heating up the room. Yeah, that's a winter space heater. Let's stop. Yo, so is it free? Plucky Spire? The Plucky Squire PS Plus. Is it free for all PS Plus people? or just the premium subscribers can play now? PS Plus Extra and premium subscribers can play the game now. The same day as it released, you can join PS. Man, you gotta pay for this shit. Might as well just buy the game then. I'm not subscribing to no PS Extra. Shit sucks, nigga. I'd rather buy the game. How much does it cost? Because then I might forget I have a bill. Search the web for Plucky Spire. It's $30. I'd rather pay the $30 and own it than $15 a month and then forget I got a fucking bill. But I mean, it is available if you want to pay it for $15 and try to beat it in a month or something. $30. Look at that. Very positive reviews too. That looks like a game that's worth $30. Oh, that's why it's fire. It's Devolver Digital. They're like the biggest like indie game publisher. I think they be making the best shit. That's the same ones that made the banana shit. The what's that shit called? My Friend Pedro. That shit was fire. Yeah, it's a good game if it's Devolver Digital. I don't think they've ever put out a bad game. They're a really good publisher. Devolver be hitting. So that actually, yeah, now I kind of want to get it. But I'll probably buy it, try it out at least once. Cloud up the indies. Cloud up! Cloud up. Maybe if they lower the frames and make it. I feel like you can run on my PS4. Maybe if they just lower the resolution to 480p, lower the frames to 24, it can run. Like, what's the problem? You have to understand, not everybody cares about the latest and greatest. I see somebody say in the comment section, not everybody cares about the latest and greatest. I got a job. Nigga, you don't have to tell us you don't care about the latest and greatest. You're on a PS4. We know. Let's talk about the other facts. We've already established that. What are you talking about, bro? Last batch of articles I got for you. Oh my God. Well, you thought that point was gonna hit, huh? That is not an argument. They really do sound like that too. Like, nigga, we know. But what I will say is funny though. What I will say is, like, if you go look at the comment section of my videos, niggas is starting to bully niggas. I see somebody in the comments say, I ain't gonna lie, I bought a PS5 because of TBH. That nigga bullied me into getting a PS4. And then I see people in the comment section, like, it'll be like one or two people complaining, I ain't getting the PS4 because da-da-da-da-da-da. And like somebody will reply, I spotted the poor person. Like, we have to wage war against them. We have to wage war. It can't just be me, because then it's gonna look like I'm fucking crazy. Ain't no such thing as console parity. Even though you niggas bitched about console parity when fucking, remember Watch Dogs 1? And remember that the fiasco around the PC version being downgraded in visuals, and Ubisoft said it was due to console parity? Remember that? Oh. Console parity existed back then when everybody was on the PS4 in comparison to the PC. But when it's time to upgrade to the 4 to the 5, then console parity doesn't exist. Then it's not a problem. Then it's I feel. Well, I feel like you need to walk down to the unemployment office, GameStop, Walmart. UPS is always hiring, which, by the way, the average UPS man, last I checked, is making like $100,000 a year. Say, hey, you guys got a job application? I'm still on the PS4. Sir, come in the back. Matter of fact, we're gonna unbox a PS5 for you to inspire you. Maybe one day, if you deliver a few, you'll be inspired to get one too. UPS is always hiring. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Amazon is always hiring, and you get an electric truck. Next gen gaming, baby. Keep up, brokies. It's not next gen gaming though. It's current gen. The PS5 has been out for 4 years. It's not next gen. Next gen, the way next gen works is PlayStation 6 and whatever the next Xbox is next gen. It's literally a shortened version of next generation. If we're playing it now, it's not next gen. The day it comes out, it is no longer next gen. Some people will argue, give people 1 to 2 years to upgrade. Fine. If you want to argue that, I'll give you that. We're in year 4. It's current gen. Anyways, yeah, we're legit halfway through the PS5 cycle. They just announced the PS5 Pro. Niggas clutching that PS4 like it's pearls. I'm not giving this shit up, bro. My roaches need a home and it's warm.